No less than 50 traditional rulers and district heads from the Bauchi Emirate Council took part in the annual Durbar Festival, also known as the Hawan Daushi in Bauchi State. The Durbar Festival is a long-standing tradition that involves riding on horses by horsemen and royalty splashed in various colors to the delight of spectators and their thousands.
The Durbar has been in practice for over 100 years in the northern part of Nigeria. It's a tradition that Bauchi State is guarding so jealously. Traditional rulers, district heads, warriors and hunters adorned in colorful traditional regalia display talents and a show that symbolizes strength. The occasion begins on Salah Day as the governor pays homage to the Emir at his palace, and together they receive procession of horse riders and other performance. Then comes the grand event. A day after Salah, the Emir returns the gesture and pays homage to the governor at the government house. Procession after procession, this performance displays skills and styles, including daring the wildlife. Children are not left out, just as other residents of Bauchi from other parts of the country also join in the celebration. It's a difficult time for motorists and other road users as they share every available space with a drove of spectators who are not about to miss a thing.
When I don't even travel, I have to wait after today. Maybe even if I want to travel, then I will travel after.
I have traveled to many countries, but about this celebration, the best celebration which I see it in my life.
In a classic case of saving the best for the last, the Emir takes his turn, a moment eagerly awaited and obviously the climax of the Durbar.
Well, for today's top business stories, here's Emana Amawe.
You first. First Bank.
Hello everyone, welcome to the world of business. To tackle the poor state of road infrastructure in the country, government at all levels needs to work together. Those are words from a faculty member of the Lagos Business School, Dr. Frank Ojadi, who was a guest on Channels Television's Business Morning program earlier today. He also highlighted the importance of an improved road network to economic development.
The focus is, look, it doesn't matter who is at the federal or at the state. Let's come together and work and get things going. And if you look at the 2017 budget, you probably would have noticed that there were such discussions and agreements between some state governments and the federal in trying to address some of those intercity roads that have been problems connecting the cities together. Now, keep in mind also that that's why it's something that really very painful to most of us, is that Nigerian economy moves on the road. About 90% of things that you move around, produced, imported, and exported, they all happen on the road. So you can't afford to toy with the road.
President of the Africa Development Bank, Dr. Akinwumi Adesina, has been named the 2017 World Food Prize laureate. The announcement was made in Washington by the president of the Halls of Laureates for World Food Prize, Ambassador Kenneth Quinn. With the selection, Dr. Adesina becomes the 46th recipient and the 6th African to be so honored. The prestigious $250,000 prize is given annually to an individual for the advancement of human development and food security. Dr. Adesina was Nigeria's Minister of Agriculture under the administration of former President Goodluck Jonathan. Now, a major ransomware attack has hit computers at Russia's biggest oil company. The country's banks, Ukraine's international airport, as well as global shipping giant AP Moller-Maersk are also affected. Moscow-based cybersecurity firm Group IB says hackers exploited a code developed by the U.S. National Security Agency, which was leaked and used in the WannaCry ransomware attack that caused global disruption in May. Ukraine's Deputy Prime Minister Pavlo Rosenko says the government's computer network has also been hit. In the meantime, the country's central bank says the operations of a number of banks and companies, including the state power distributor, have been disrupted. Other companies hit by the virus include Russian metal maker Evraz, French construction materials firm Saint-Gobain, and the world's biggest advertising agency, WPP. The European Commission antitrust regulator has fined technology giant Google Incorporated a record €2.42 billion for promoting its shopping service in search results over those of its competitors. The Commission has given Alphabet Incorporation, Google's parent company, 90 days to correct the act or face a further penalty of up to 5% of its daily global turnover. In the meantime, Google says it respectfully disagrees on violating Europe's antitrust regulations and is considering an appeal of the ruling. It's a negative close for most of the major world stock markets today as traders and investors await monetary policy speeches from key central bank officials in the United States, Asia and Europe. Let's see the numbers. And that's Business News Tonight. Thank you for staying with us. I'm Emana Amawe. It's back to Millicent.
You first. First Bank.
Many thanks, Amanda. Kano State Governor Abdullahi Ganduje has declared a 100% actualization of his government's transformation initiatives on the healthcare sector. While inspecting the ongoing installation of facilities at the Ginyu Specialist Hospital, Governor Ganduje says health workers will soon begin a special training on how to use the state-of-the-art facilities.
The Nigeria healthcare system has become a source of worry for many, usually because of inadequate facilities and manpower. The Kano State government has taken the bull by the horn in dealing with the shortage with state-of-the-art equipment installed at the Ginyu Specialist Hospital.
So you can also move the gantry.
Governor Abdullahi Ganduje is here to inspect the facilities. Installed here is a state-of-the-art magnetic resonance imaging scan machine, remote-controlled beds, dialysis machines, among others. The governor is pleased.
As you can see, we have already pointed out, you have seen the number of machines that we have, especially the dialysis machine and this machine in particular. So we are going to make it accessible to our people. And it will serve both the rich and the poor. We assure you, the poor will be subsidized and the rich will also be subsidized because we shall prevent him from going abroad to look for such services. So eventually you find that it will be cheaper for him.
The state governor believes the equipment will go a long way in solving some of the state's health challenges.
What we are seeing is CT scan machine. This is not an ordinary CT scan machine. It is Revolution CT scan machine. It is used for taking images of body parts, like taking the image of the brain, especially for those people that have stroke and some other brain diseases. And you can also take images of the abdomen. You can take images of the backbone. Additionally, this machine came with...
Well, just weeks to the completion of a 21-megawatt power plant in Calabar, the Cross River State government has announced plans to commence the construction of a 26-megawatt gas-powered turbine plant in Tinapa. Funded by the Export-Import Bank of India and the state government, the new project, when completed in the next 24 months, is expected to further boost power supply in the state and its environs.
Cross River State, like any other state in Nigeria, has its share of inadequate power supply, leaving citizens to seek alternative sources. According to the state government, part of the metropolis will soon begin to reap the benefits of its power project located along the Goodluck Jonathan bypass. Knowing the output here may not be sufficient for the state to have uninterrupted electricity supply, a team from India is yet to present a final execution plan for the proposed additional power generation projects for the state. The technical partner, Skipper Seal Group, says the 26 megawatts power plants project will also include the construction of gas pipelines, a pump station, as well as an end-to-end gas distribution networks for domestic use.
We are here to request you to hand over the land physically to us so that we can start the construction immediately. Not just the construction of power plant, this is also the construction of gas pipeline behind, the reduction of gas pipeline, the pumping station, as well as the distribution network, so as to connect end to end and to give you the power within 2 years.
For Governor Ben Ayade, the project is a dream come true considering his plans to industrialize the state.
Cumulatively, therefore, when you add the 10 megawatts coming from the TTMVA that is being proposed by DG Generation, you will realize that we'll be generating cumulatively about 52 megawatts of electricity within the next 2 years. In the next 1 month or two, we are very certain that we'll be generating 23 megawatts, as it were, so that the people of Cross River State will know that we are giving them 23 megawatts coming out of parliamentary extension and another 26 megawatts coming out of Tinapa.
With the plant set to take off, earth-moving equipment have already been deployed to the proposed sites for the project, and hopefully the project will be completed in 24 months as planned.
Still ahead on the news at 10, Super Eagles striker Henry Onyekuru set to join Everton after the Premier League club agree on a £7 million deal. To join us again.